Righto, quick explanation here. Here's your grid. Goes through the main switch, goes off to the inverter circuit breaker for the grid connect side. Right, and this we got both neutrals in there, grid and off-grid terminals. The neutrals are linked, right? So when it's in grid mode, that would be joined to the off-grid terminal for backup loads internally, because why use the inverter when you can use the grid to supply backup loads? Here's the backup load, 20 amp, comes through there, it's a heating element in this case, goes back to the neutral and off to the grid. So in effect, it's not coming back through this terminal in backup mode. So therefore, it has 0 amps. If I'm looking through the camera, so excuse me. 0 amps, that's me looking through the camera and writing. 0 amps when it's the backup load, neutral, has 0 amps going through it because it's going back to the grid, not out here, right? This allows the grid to pump out the grid side, which is also a PV inverter. Here's the sun, it's producing 5 kilowatts of power. So 20 amps is going back out to the grid, and likewise there's your 20 amps coming through there. So if the load is not using the neutral, 0 amps, then only the export is using the neutral, maximum possible 20 amps. However, let's say the grid goes out, right? We've lost power here, it's a cross now, not a arrow, and that's linked still, and now this gets crossed out, and now we've got inverter supply across here. So now the load is fed by that through there. Instead of going up here off to the grid, it's now coming back through here. There's your 20 amps max from the off-grid inverter, and this time, so it's gone from 0 amps to 20 amps, the off-grid load, because the current isn't going there, it's going back in through the off-grid inverter. But at the same time, we don't get 40 amps because our grid is cut off and this power cannot shoot it out there. So the max that this neutral can ever take is 20 amps in either mode. So why have a second neutral running all the way back here?